Hello guys and welcome back after a little break to the next episode of the progression series. This time we will challenge Gary for the last time before the Elite Four. Unlike the previous episodes, I'll try to keep the pre-match part as brief as possible. The team composition remains the same, no changes at all. As for the rankings, to sum it up, Nidoking, Electrode and Gyarados are the top killers with the best kill to death ratios. Charizard is very strong, but he often ends up defeated in battles, and Kangaskhan and Weezing are still lagging behind the rest of the team. The movesets of all Pokemon are almost finalized, so there will be only minimal changes here, though Nidoking finally got his must-have move Earthquake. Now we can move on to the main part of the video. So this is the last match with Gary before the Elite Four, so I hope this battle won't be too difficult. Gary leads with Executor and I choose Kangaskhan at the start, since he's flexible enough to deal with all kinds of threats, and as we can see, he has two super effective options against Executor, Crunch and Blizzard. And for the first turn I used Blizzard, but unfortunately it missed. Executor hits back with Psyshock, so in the second turn I don't overthink it and use Crunch, which takes about half of Executor's HP. And then I follow up with Headbutt, and Executor goes down like a flower. So that was a pretty easy one. Next is Pidgeot, who used Return and takes down Kangaskhan. Yeah. So my next choice is pretty clear. I'm sending in Electrode, who should make short work of Pidgeot. And oh yeah, one shot or one Thunderbolt and Pidgeot is gone. So the match quickly swings in my favor. Next, Gary sends out Raiden, and this one's pretty clear. Electrode can really touch Raiden and he has to be switched out. But it looks like I'm going for Light Screen to protect my team from special attacks, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. But Electrode goes down to a single drill run. Sorry mate. My next choice is Gyarados, which makes perfect sense. I think that a single waterfall should be enough to destroy Raiden. And yeah, it destroyed him. Raiden had no chance to survive that hit. Now Gary sends out the heavy artillery Blastoise. Things are getting serious now because Blastoise is one tough bastard. I paralyzed him with Thunder Wave, which is actually a smart move. So let's see if it helps. Now I switch Gyarados for Weezing, which to be honest looks like a weird decision. And Weezing gets frozen by Blastoise Ice Beam. Yeah, not exactly the debut I was hoping for. Let's not forget that Light Screen from Electrode is still active, so all special attacks should deal less damage, including this Surf. Light Screen just wore off, so now I'll be taking full damage from Surf. Weezing just attacks with his stab move Sludge Bomb. But it's not strong enough. And that's it for Weezing. Goodbye buddy, you tried, but Blastoise is just stronger with his Surf. Yeah, Nidoking enters the field, so let's see what he's got. Earthquake. Yeah, shakes the ground beneath Blastoise's feet and takes him down. Nice, great news. 3 Pokemon left for me and 2 for Gary. Now it's Nidoking versus Alakazam, another tough Pokemon. And I'm not sure if I can survive this because Psychic moves are super effective against Nidoking. Oh, But Nidoking surprisingly survives. Awesome. And he fires back with Earthquake and takes Alakazam down in one hit. Perfect. Alright, the last one is Flareon, and this should be a pretty easy finish to the battle. And I switch to Charizard, obviously, just to improve his death to kill ratio. Charizard uses Fly. That's nice. And he dodges Double Edge and lands right on Flareon, almost knocking him out in one hit. Now Charizard goes for Flamethrower, but that's not effective against Flareon since he's protected from Fire-type moves, and Charizard goes down to Double Edge.
What the fuck?
What a total fail, guys. That's probably the most unnecessary loss of a Pokemon in the whole progression series. It didn't change the outcome of the match, but instead of getting kill, Charizard gets a death. Okay, let's have a look at the current team performance chart. Nidoking has further cemented his position with an impressive 12 kills and just 6 defeats. Gyarados is the least defeated Pokemon in the whole team. He's got only 3 defeats and 8 kills, and thanks to that, he's in the 2nd place. Electrode, meanwhile, has dropped down to 3rd place, but still holds a solid record with 10 kills and 6 deaths. Charizard, on the other hand, has a balanced kill to death ratio, which isn't really good to look for an offensive Pokemon. 5th place belongs to Kangaskhan with only 2 kills and 3 defeats, and last place goes to Weezing, who unfortunately keeps piling up defeats. Not great either. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the last match before the Elite Four. I'll be happy for any comment, like or subscribe, and I wish you a good day, evening or whenever you are watching this video, and see you soon.